This is Dr. Bukhari. Assalamu alaikum. As we all get alarmed over the indiscriminate atrocities that Rohingyas are subjected to, we fail to reach the core of the problem. Rohingyas have been living in the Rakhine province of Burma for a while now. So why so much of conflict now? What is also happening in parallel is mass extraction of rich hydrocarbons by China. China has seen a 900% surge in its billionaire population. It has been importing gas from the Rakhine province through a gas pipeline. This pipeline is of significant strategic importance to China. Endangering China's strategic interests is the interest of its competitors. Thus, for the last 10 years, we have seen US working for gradual democratization of Burma on the same lines as Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, and Libya. Burmese army is heavily funded by rich billionaires of USA, and one man, Soros, seems to have invested heavily into this army. Reason for investment is not out of humanitarian causes, but due to other motives. Soros wants to kick China out of Burma. In order to achieve that, he needs significant destabilization of the region of Rakhine on the same lines as Syria, so as to dictate to the Burmese leadership his own terms and conditions for establishment of the New World Order. Council of Foreign Relations of USA wrote down a roadmap for Soros to unofficially infiltrate Burma in order to decrease the influence of China. The idea was to also decelerate the booming growth potential of the Asian markets through Burma. We saw this in Afghanistan, we saw this in Syria, we saw this in Libya. We are now seeing the same thing in Burma. Soros funds Burmese military who are currently decapitating Rohingyas babies and lynching the civilians alive. There's always been differences between the Burmese majority and the Rohingya minorities, but Soros has been the key force to incite an ethnic cleansing in Burma to oust China and establish a profitable business in Rakhine. Soros used the same strategy in the Middle East by planning and planting volatile hatred between the Shia and the Sunni sects of Islam in order to destabilize the entire region. The role of India is also undermined in the current catastrophic oppression of the Rohingyas. India and Bangladesh are both involved in a gas pipeline project in the region as well. If the Rohingyas are slaughtered and Rakhine destabilized, it will only give India and Soros a better deal compared to China with the Burmese leadership. Moreover, India has some other reason to push for such brutalities. India has been facing criticism over its treatment of Kashmiri Muslims in the occupied territory of Jammu and Kashmir. There has been significant escalation of violence in the valley that is under forceful occupation of 700,000 Indian soldiers. This violence has resulted in loss of precious lives of civilians in Kashmir by the Indian army. Creating a massacre of such an extent as the current Rohingyas one is an attempt of India to distract the world from its own mess. Just think about it. If you want everyone to look away from the mess you created, you would incite a bigger mess so that everybody gets distracted from the mess that you made and starts looking at the other mess. This is exactly what's happening. The RSS-fueled fascist movement of Modi aims for a greater Hindutva Bharat, India, encompassing territories all the way from Burma to Afghanistan, as it was thousands of years ago. What we see today happening in Burma and Rakhine is a mixed cocktail of Modi's extremism and a corporate interest of Soros. So how exactly can we end this violence? What should be our role? First of all, we must initiate an immediate boycott of all Indian and Burmese products. We must also boycott all companies funded and run by Soros, because he's the one who is funding the oppressive regime of Burma. We must also ask China to lose its neutral stance and to make a strong diplomatic effort amongst the international community to stop this massacre. We must also ask the NATO countries and the European Union to play its role in ensuring immediate stop to the Rohingya genocide. We must ask the global Buddhist community to step forward and preach tolerance to the monks of Burma. Do not expect the United Nations to do all of this or any of this for you. They will not do it. Do not expect the United States of America to take any initiative that will stop this bloodshed. We have to make an effort ourselves right now as compassionate human beings to ensure that Rakhine is not converted into another Syria or Iraq or Afghanistan or Libya. 3,000 Rohingyas killed, 300,000 displaced. This could just be the beginning of a never-ending nightmare if we failed to act right now. Thank you very much.